You might have seen this recent viral video of an Indian influencer who was detained in Jeju Island in South Korea for 38 hours. And a lot of people are blaming the entire situation on South Koreans being racist against Indians because I guess that's easier to do instead of doing any sort of actual research. There's this article by NDTV Travel which summarizes the entire situation perfectly. You can read that, but I'll go ahead and give you guys a summary. So basically, Jeju Island, even though it is technically a part of South Korea, it's a self-governing province, which means that it has its own administrative powers and it works differently from mainland South Korea. So basically, it's a special zone with its own rules and regulations. Jeju Island is visa-free, which means you can travel there without a visa. But just because it is visa-free doesn't mean that you'll have a guaranteed entry. The immigration officers there can ask you for your documents, your purpose of travel, and they can deny you entry on the spot without even disclosing the reasons, because that is something that comes under their immigration law. If you ask a question like why does this tend to happen with certain nationalities more like Indians, and isn't this like racial profiling? First of all, we need to understand that a lot of people from India and our neighboring countries and many Southeast Asian countries tend to enter South Korea as illegal workers, and this route in trying to enter mainland Korea without a visa through Jeju Island is one of the most common routes. That is why the security protocols, the security against certain nationalities is very tight when you go to Jeju Island. Instead of racism or racial profiling, I feel like this is more about India having a fucking weak passport and people from a country going to South Korea without a visa as illegal workers. I think the lesson here is to always apply for a visa when you're traveling to South Korea, even to Jeju Island, and understanding the risks of having a weak Indian passport and doing your research and background checks on everything.